Do you have good leadership skills? Take this quiz, and in 60 seconds, you'll be able to tell if you have what it takes to be a good leader. Let's do this. My name is Jamie Turner. You may have read one of my books or seen me on TV, but the number one thing I love to do is help people like you improve your leadership skills. Let's take a test that I've developed to help you become a better leader. Just answer option A or option B in the following 3 questions. Keep track of which option you choose on each question, option A or option B. Question number 1, you're running a meeting where an important strategic decision has to be made. There are about half a dozen people in the room. You'd like to get feedback on the decision. Do you, option A, start by explaining your point of view on the decision and then ask others to weigh in, or option B, start by asking the most junior person in the room for their point of view and then move up from there? Again, do you, option A, start by explaining your point of view on the decision and then ask others to weigh in, or option B, start by asking the most junior person in the room for their point of view and then move up from there? Now remember, keep track of your answers and we'll revisit them at the end. Okay, let's go to question number 2. You have to discipline an employee for a mistake they've made. Do you, option A, bring them into your office, explain what happened, and tell them what they did wrong? Or option B, bring them into your office, ask them to explain what happened, and tell them what they did wrong? So your 2 options are bring them into your office, explain what happened, and tell them what they did wrong, or bring them into your office, ask them to explain what happened, and then tell them what they did wrong. Okay, 3rd and final quiz question. You've called a meeting and you're not prepared. It's your meeting and there are a dozen executives waiting for your presentation. Do you explain why you're underprepared so that they realize it wasn't entirely your fault? Or B, apologize for being underprepared, promise it won't happen again, and move on with the meeting? Here they are again. Option A is explain why you're underprepared so they realize it wasn't entirely your fault. Or B, apologize for being underprepared, promise it won't happen again, and move on with the meeting. Okay, the purpose of this quiz is to see how good you are with leadership skills. I do leadership workshops at events and conferences around the globe, and this interactive quiz helps people in the audience visualize themselves in leadership scenarios. It's just one of the techniques I use to move people from here to here on their leadership skills. And here's the answer to whether or not you're a good leader. If you answered B to each of the 3 questions, you're on your way to being a good leader. If you didn't answer B, revisit the quiz questions and see where you could have changed your answer. The correct answer, B, has 2 things in common. The first is integrity. Do you own a situation without complaining or explaining your way out of it? The second is empathy. Do you start by understanding the other person's position before providing your own? The scenarios I presented don't always have an obvious answer, so go back and revisit each question to reflect on your answer. If you have a question about any of the answers or would like me to expand on the answers I've provided here, then ask them in the comments section below. I hope you like what we've covered today. If you'd like to watch more videos like this, click here and you'll be able to continue watching. My name is Jamie Turner. I'm an author, a professor, and a speaker, and I'll catch you next time.